right. So one thing I think is going to be helpful for us to start off with is really defining what is coding, what is programming. And in essence, it's actually telling the computer what you want it to do. And you do this by feeding it instructions that it understands. And that's important though. It has to understand these instructions. And so then what happened is the creators of the computers, they actually created it in a way so that people could give people it instructions so it can do whatever these people wanted to do. So you can see here there's a box where I have instruction 1 for telling a computer what to do, instruction 2 for telling a computer what to do, 3, and then you could have as many instructions as you want. And that's because depending on what you want to do. So usually when people are coding, they want to solve some type of problem. Depending on how many instructions it takes to solve that problem, that's how many instructions that you're going to have. And so then once you have the instructions you want to do, essentially what you're going to do is you're going to have the computer read those instructions, and then it's going to execute those instructions and then do what you set out to do. So that's at a high level. That's really what coding is. And then you can kind of ask you can ask the question, okay, how do we feed the instructions that the computer understands? And so that's where the concept of the programming languages like Java comes into play. So what people did is they actually came together and they wanted to provide the ability for people to write these instructions in an easy manner. And so they created a language. So Java is one of those languages. And then they created a language with a set of rules that you have to follow. And if you follow those rules, the computer will be able to understand it and then execute. So I was going to say it's kind of like speaking languages. In order for you to speak English, you have to understand some of the rules of English. And once you understand the rules of English, then you can speak English. So it's kind of the same. It's kind of a similar phenomenon going on. So basically, this is what's happening. Whatever you want to do, from a coding perspective, or from telling the computer what to do, Java has the ability for you to do it. But you have to follow the rules that Java has for doing that thing. And if you can figure out the rules it has and then do it, then you can tell the computer what you want to do. And then you can do anything that you want to do.